How's it going? My name is David Sullivan. I'm a master's in social work candidate at the University of Washington's Tacoma campus. I'm going to be presenting to you today on a program called O.U.R Village. O.U.R stands for Open-Minded Understanding Rehabilitation. O.U.R Village is a residential step-down placement for youth with mental health disorders. It is a short-term placement for youth to stabilize while looking for permanent placement. We will receive referrals from CLIP. CLIP is a child long-term inpatient program. The referrals we receive will be for youth that no longer meet the criteria for CLIP services, meaning they're no longer imminent risk to themselves or others, but they still don't have a permanent placement. 1 in 5 youth have experienced a mental health disorder resulting in severe impairment, and less than half of them were ever treated. Youth mental health is near and dear to my heart because I have a 12-year-old daughter who struggles with anxiety and depression, as well as suicidal ideation. O.U.R Village believe that youth need to have the opportunity to develop skills to manage their mental health, for them to have stability and cope with what life throws at them, which will help them develop into healthy adults. We'll strive to empower youth to develop the skills needed to heal and transition back into their community. Research shows that instability has been found to exacerbate negative mental and behavioral outcomes in the short and long term, like depressive, anxiety symptoms, and aggression. Youth that do not have good social and emotional supports are at higher risk. When there is repeated disruption to their social and emotional support network, youth experiencing placement instability might feel abandoned or rejected, increasing their risk of mental health and behavioral difficulties. Stigma is defined as the societal shame, embarrassment, and negative judgment that is associated with mental illness, which comes from society's lack of understanding, frustration, and labeling. Youth strive to fit in and have social acceptance, and stigma conflicts with that. Inpatient beds have decreased, but admission rates to psychiatric hospitals have increased, resulting families to rely on emergency rooms. The costs for mental, emotional, and behavioral disorders are astronomical. It costs roughly $247 billion a year to treat mental health disorders. O.U.R Village will be evaluated on 2 outcomes. The first outcome is whether the child attained permanent placement. And the first indicator for that is whether the child was placed with a parent. The second indicator is the child is placed in a relative or non-relative home. The second outcome is improved emotional well-being. The first indicator of that outcome is the child demonstrates progress on reducing presenting symptoms. And the second indicator is consistently follows treatment plan. We will use screening tools like the GAD-7, which is a generalized anxiety screening tool, as well as the PHQ-9, which is a major depressive disorder screening tool. Those screening tools will be utilized when the child first gets to O.U.R Village, and then periodically throughout their stay. They'll get a score based on the screening tool, and that'll show us whether their symptoms have lessened or stayed the same, or maybe increased. If you have any questions, my email is on the screen. You can go ahead and send me an email, or you can reach out to me and ask any questions. Thank you.